So we're backstage at Susquehanna Breakdown with Tom Graham. Thanks for joining us, Tom. One thing I think that's really unique about this festival compared to a lot of other ones you see is it's really a blend of nationally touring artists and a lot of local artists, where it's people that have come up through the local scene and all that. People like yourself get to play some pretty big stages here and commiserate with some people you've known for years and years. So what's it like to not only hang out with your friends and play a set, but also watch and see some of these major acts too?
Just all around, it's great to be able to be in a kind of an atmosphere like this where you're reaching so many people of all ages. You're sharing music with people of all walks of life who come out for the family vibe, which Susquehanna Breakdown prides itself in. National acts or local acts or any kind of music. That does have quite an impact playing with some bigger names, but I think that we're all here for the same reason, which is to share our music with whoever we can, to reach as many ears as we can.
Yeah.
And kind of not only spread the love, but to kind of lift each other up and show the support locally and nationally.
Yeah. So I mean, if someone told you, you've been around, you've played, you've seen the ups and downs of this local scene.
Mm-hmm.
If someone told you even 5 years ago that there would be an annual event at Montage, hosted by a local band, presented by a local band, with a bill of like 10 acts on it, and it would do well enough that they'd have it again a second year, what was your reaction to that? Would you think that was kind of a pipe dream?
No, I would say sure, absolutely. This area, when you say things like ups and downs, I mean, you can say ups and downs somewhat, but it's kind of what people pay attention to. What might be what people are interested in at the time,
right?
And I don't think that really affects a music scene. I hate when people use words like bringing back the scene, because the scene has been here for so many years, and it started so many years before even all the people that are involved in this were even around. Scranton is a city. Scranton has seen its ups and downs as a city. Music's going to ebb and flow, but it's pretty much what people pay attention to. So if you said that a music festival would come into the area with a lot of local talent behind it, I wouldn't be surprised whatsoever.
Yeah.
So and I'm not. I mean,
yeah.
It's fantastic. We are a family. We, like I said, we push each other.
Sure.
There might be some cattiness here and there in the outskirts of what we do, but that's not kind of what I see in the music scene.
Yeah.
And that's encompassing all sorts of music. And it's not just one type of music, as you can see today. But, I mean, it's how it is, it's how it should be. And I think for this to happen on a great day where it was supposed to, rain showers and whatnot, it just, some things work out, and it's a testament to a lot of the years that a lot of the people sacrificed and put in, but also people before that I can't even name names, because to say that there wasn't a scene years ago, that's disrespecting people that really put some time in years ago to do major things in their lives, chunks of their lives, hours in the car, practice, CDs, tapes.
Right.
It's so to be here today, representing a local music scene, means a lot to myself, and I know it means a lot to a lot of the other musicians here.
Yeah. One thing about a lot of musicians kind of complain that they don't get to see a lot of music because they're gigging.
Right.
So on a day like this, they kind of circle things on the printout or the poster, like I want to see this act, I want to see this act, even friends that you never get to see.
Right.
So now, I mean, as we're doing this, it's 10 after 9. Most of the acts have played already. You've been here all day.
Yep.
Are there any kind of highlights of things you saw today that you really enjoyed?
Everything. Whenever I get to see any of my friends, whether it's in the parking lot, whether it's sharing a beer or a story, or the last time we met, those are all special moments that we cling on to, and to see them on stage and having a great time and smiling and getting the crowd into it, just makes me very proud. And so if I could name anything, it's everything. everything was great today.
Yeah. So you, to take it more directly into your current goings on with your music.
Mhm.
So you have an album in the works. So
Yep.
could you just kind of give us an update on at what point you are in that and what we could kind of expect?
I am literally one song away. Everything was recorded. I'm just working on one song right now, and I'm kind of working it away from the studio because I really need to take a step back and kind of approach this song, which is very different for me. Usually it's you write a song and then you kind of have it mapped out and then you record it and then you transform it in a way that feels naturally. This last song I'm working at is kind of taking its own path as I work on it more and more. So when that's done, and then the rest of it comes out.
Yeah.
That's the whole process of. I'm holding out for this one song because I think that it can be a really good addition to the record, which I've been listening to the record, and I think that it works as its own body of material. So I'm really looking forward to it.
It's been a while since you've released an
Yeah.
album. So
Mhm.
how would you compare this maybe to previous material? Is it going in a certain direction or a certain trajectory, from previous releases of yours?
Someone last night asked where they should start in my catalog of music, and I said, start wherever you want. It's someone asked, what was the best one to start with, and it's not about that. It's all about where I'm at in my life and kind of where the music is at that time. I started recording this record about 4 years ago, and had a lot of the songs written, and then I tore my Achilles tendon, and I couldn't walk for four months. And in that time, the only thing that really got me through was playing music. I had to sit down, and sitting down and playing music is very unlike me. I'm very I like the motions. I love sweating. I love giving a performance, and to have to sit down really made me concentrate, and almost it saved my music. A terrible injury really changed my music. So I actually went back and had to look at the music that I recorded and really think, is that where I am right now? Is that who I want to represent? So it's been a while. The songs have kind of taken on their own meaning, and I've changed as a person quite a bit since my last release. I got married, bought a house, have a dog. It's things change.
Sure.
And that definitely puts an impact on your music.
Yeah.
And I couldn't be happier with how I'm changing as a person. And musically, obviously, that's going to affect everything that you do.
Sure.
It's your art.
And just to wrap up, you have the one song left, obviously, that you need to finish up. But is there, once everything gets wrapped up, are you the kind of person that you don't want to listen to that anymore and you want to move on to the next one? Or then you're gearing up to promote it and wondering what people are going to think about it and play those songs out live and see if there's some reviews of it, Or do you go into that mode of like, now we're in album mode, this cycle, as people say,
Right.
album cycle? What's next for you once it's actually done and printed out and ready to go for people?
I never really thought too much what people thought about my music, just because I've been lucky enough to release a record and to have people buy it and listen to it, and for the music itself. I'm not there when they're listening to the music on their back deck or in their car, physically, but I think my music is there. So to promote it and things like that, yeah, sure, I want to promote it. I'm not going to go completely overboard, just because I'm going to be moving on to the next project, which, I have some ideas in my head. There are things working around there. I don't know if I want to do something that's more representative of what I do day in and day out, which is the guitar and vocals. With technology, I can easily go into the middle of the woods and record a record a week if I needed to. I have a lot of material. I just don't know where it's going to fall. It'll definitely fall somewhere. You know, the last 2 years, I really fell in love with music again. I mean, it is. I love it. And that's what I'm here to do. I'm here to make music, to let people listen to it, and if you like it, that's great. You know, let's get together and talk about it or play it or you know, let's celebrate life in music. If you don't like it, that's great too. You know, find something you like and hold on to it and love that. You know, so I have a lot of stuff going on the next couple of years that I'm kind of having going through my head right now. So
Good. We're looking forward to hearing it. And,
Thank you.
Thanks, Tom.
absolutely, yeah. Thank you.
Thanks.